welcome back to my channel. A week after this video gets uploaded, I will actually be celebrating my birthday, so I thought what better way than to share a few things about myself with all of you guys, because I haven't done one of those videos yet and I'm still kind of new to YouTube, so I figured I would share an all about me kind of thing. Thought maybe someone would find interesting. So first things first, my name is Ashley Rashid, but I do go by Pixie. Pixie is a childhood nickname my brother gave to me when I was born. I'm not named after anyone. Ashley was actually a backup name. My name was initially supposed to be Chelsea. I think my mom ended up sticking with Ashley because of the A, and my sister's name was Amanda, so A&A. When it comes to my nickname, my brother was 7 when I was born, and I was born premature. I was a month early, so I was really small. So apparently when he saw me, he was like, "Oh mommy, she looks like a little pixie." And after that, everyone just started calling me Pixie, and it came to the point where the doctor's office called and they said they needed to make an appointment for Ashley, and nobody in the house knew who Ashley was. So like I mentioned earlier, my birthday is a week from when you watch this video, so my birthday is February 11th. How old I will be turning next week. So comment below what that number is. Also, another thing that I've mentioned in my videos before is that I'm an Aquarius. I was born and raised here in Canada, in Toronto specifically. I've been here my whole life, and I doubt I'm ever leaving. Move out of my parents' house? Yes. Move out of Toronto? Probably not. A question that I get a whole lot of is, what is my background? There's so many guesses out there about where I'm from. I guess it has a lot to do with my massive forehead, because I have heard that. My brother and I both have big foreheads, and we always say that like we get mistaken for a lot of different ethnicities because of it. I am Guyanese and Trini. That is my background. I am West Indian. Born in Canada, background is West Indian. So I'm double the crazy. I'm kidding. Am I though? Am I? I am the youngest of 3 kids on my mom's side. I have an older brother and an older sister. My brother works at a bank. My sister is a graphic designer, so they're mad cool. No, I don't ask my sister for help with my YouTube stuff because I don't want to make my hobby her work or her job. So I do all my stuff myself, but I do ask her questions. Do I have any pets? No, I don't have any pets currently. There was a point where I had turtles. I had a whole lot of them. I had about 9 turtles at like one time. You would think turtles are quiet, but they're freaking not. You can be pretty rowdy, especially if they have gravel in their tank. They just go at it. Paul has 2 cats. I do hope that when we move out that we will get one together and have like our own little fur baby. So okay, so let's talk travel. I had to get comfortable for this one because it's a little bit longer. Places that I've been to. My very first trip was a tour to New York for New Year's Eve. I went by myself with this touring company, and I'm not a fan of winter, so it probably was not like my best idea. Same year, I also went to Bali, Indonesia for my birthday. I went by myself. That was another solo trip. This one was completely by myself because I didn't go with like a touring company or anything. I just really wanted to start traveling, so I figured that like that year that I was like, I'm gonna do it, and I was tired of waiting on other people to do it with me, so I was like, I'm doing this solo. Yeah, that was also my first time on a plane. I also booked like a lot of excursions and tours when I was there, so that way I would get out and meet people and get to explore. That was for my 25th birthday. I figured what better way to ring in your quarter-century birthday than to start traveling, which is what I wanted to do for so long. That was fun. In 2018, I did another solo trip, and I spent nearly a month in Thailand. I hopped around from Bangkok to Chiang Mai to Hua Hin and then to Phuket. I did Phuket last because my family was visiting there at the same time. I figured to end my trip off with them. By far, Chiang Mai was probably the greatest experience I ever had on a trip. I went to the elephant sanctuary, and that was so much fun. I got to go into like a full-out mud fight with baby elephants and even the big elephants, but me and this baby elephant were like pretty cool. I definitely want to go back. I can't wait. Second trip I took in 2018 was my first all-inclusive trip. I went to Dominican with Punta Cana with Paul. That was also my first trip going with somebody else. Dominican was probably the funnest trip I've been on to date. We stayed at Sunscape. It was a lot of fun, and like we met cool people. It always had like this party vibe kind of thing. We also did the dune buggies, which was such an experience. I'll never forget the way the older ladies, they were like fussing over the fact that I got covered in mud because it had like just rained a bit before we got there, and then it stopped and it rained again after, but I was like covered head to toe in mud, but I was enjoying it. Like I was loving it. The whole experience was great to me. Then, so finally in 2019, Paul and I went to Mexico for my birthday as well as Valentine's Day. So we stayed at the Rio Tequila in Riviera Maya. We can't wait to go back because there's so much more that we want to explore in Mexico. The second trip for 2019 was Cuba. Cuba has the best beaches I have ever seen. We stayed at the Royalton Iquitos, and according to a lot of people who have traveled to Cuba before, our resort had the best food, so that was a plus for me, especially being like my first time. Like, you know how Cuba is like notorious for not having good food, but for my first experience I was pretty lucky. Where to next? So I would definitely like to visit Australia. It's heartbreaking what's happening there, but Australia is definitely somewhere that I would love to go. I made a friend in Indonesia, and she lives in Australia, so I would love to go visit her. That's been on my list for years. I would also like to visit the Philippines with Paul and like meet that whole side of his family and like where he grew up before he came here. And lastly, I do want to go back to Chiang Mai. We have talked about going to Thailand because I would like to go back to Chiang Mai and take him to visit the elephant sanctuary. So now we're gonna get a little bit into story time. A childhood memory that I have that's shaped me into the person that I am today. It's not a nice story, but I think it kind of has like a good ending in a way. So I definitely think that it's the reason I am the way that I am today. So growing up, maybe this is like a cultural thing, I don't know. There's this stigma with West Indian women that you are only pretty if you are fair or light-skinned. Clearly, I am not the fairest of them all. There was this mentality from close family members that, yeah, you were only pretty if you were fair. And when I heard that from these, you know, close family members, it really hurt, and it stuck with me for a really long time. You don't think of that when you're a kid, and then someone tells you that, or you hear that come out of their mouth, and you realize, oh, they must not think I'm pretty. I'm not fair skin. I'm pretty dark. And I think that's where the sense of being underestimated and overlooked came from, and the whole idea of like not being good enough. I couldn't change the color of my skin, but I worked hard to be perceived as pretty in other ways. I had to make sure that I always dressed my best, that I was always stylish. I had to learn how to do my hair. Like, I pushed myself to learn how to do my hair and to kind of learn how to use makeup because I wanted them to think I was pretty still. Another thing that I did was that I worked really hard to stay fit because I wanted them to think that I was pretty because of my body shape, because I felt like those were things that I could control. I feel like in a way that drive to please them just sparked something in me. It sparked that like work hard mentality in me. So I'm grateful for that in a way. Like, don't get me wrong, it took me years to realize that I was pretty, and I didn't need to please these people. It took me a really long time to realize that. I do think in a bittersweet way, it started that hardworking characteristic in me, whether it was, you know, my job or taking care of my body or learning how to curl my hair, learning something new in general. I mean, it's a sad story in a way, but it had a happy ending because it did help me become the person that I am today. Yeah. Who inspires me the most? My mom. My mom inspires me the most, that's for sure. She was a single mom. She raised me and my sister on her own. She dealt with so much mistreatment and abuse, but she's never turned her back on those same people that have treated her that way. She's so forgiving. That's one thing that I've learned from her. And my mom's been hella strong. My mom is such a lover, and she's always there to take care of other people, and I really, really admire that about her. Where do I see myself in 5 years? Okay, I get asked this a lot from Paul. I should have a pretty concrete answer right now, but I feel like it always changes. Hopefully in the next 5 years, I would be thriving in a way on YouTube. I want to be confident in my content. I want to be confident in the things that I'm saying and how I'm projecting my voice. Even in this video, I feel like I'm kind of like sheltered or toned down. I'm not in like my regular loud, obnoxious voice. I do want to be able to feel confident or more confident in making my videos. And it's not just YouTube that I want to be thriving into. I want to be thriving in my personal life and in my career, whatever it may be. I want to be feeling in the next 5 years that I am good. I am doing my best. I am living my best life. Also, of course, like I do want to be married and starting my own family in the next 5 years because your girl's getting old. Short-term goals that I have right now is to get my medical terminology. I'm hopefully gonna work towards that soon. Another short-term goal would be to get a new car. Love my little Toyota Corolla, but he is getting a little bit old. We're having a lot of problems lately, so hoping I can get my new car sometime this year. And the last one would be to hit 500 subscribers right here on YouTube. I would love that. I think that would be mind-blowing if I could do that. But those are my short-term goals. Long-term goals. So long-term goals, I would have to say, would be to get a new job, something that I'm more passionate about, something that I feel like my skills and knowledge is actually being utilized. So a new job would be great, and to move out. I would love to move out soon. So the next little bit of questions that I'm about to answer are more fun and random. Instagram had this little filter where they were doing random questions, so I thought I would include those in this video. I thought they were kind of cute and they were kind of funny. Like, oh, what a coinky dink, I'm doing a things about me video. So here they are, some fun and random questions that I answered on Instagram. 3 things that make you happy. Paul. I would say my nieces. Why is this so hard? Happy, happy, happy. Food. Do you have tattoos? Yes, I do. I have 3. I have a tramp stamp, which was not my greatest moment, but I don't regret it. I also have Mickey and Minnie behind my ear. It's an outline of them. And I have faith, trust, and love on my ribcage. Scariest things that's ever happened. Ooh, okay. One of the scariest things that's ever happened to me was last year when the Raptors won the championship. Paul and I went to that like parade that they were having in downtown Toronto. I can't remember the exact location, but while we were there, there was a shooting. Someone decided that that was a great moment to start that kind of shit. Where we were standing, like, basically everyone came rushing over to us in our direction because they heard the gunshots and they started rushing over in our direction, and people were getting trampled on, and it was terrifying because we were so close to where the person with the gun was, and if it was like a mass shooting, we probably would have been one of the first people to get hit because we were on the outside of the crowd, so we would have been hit first. And since then, Paul and I don't do crowds. One thing you're embarrassed to admit. One thing that I'm embarrassed to admit. Why would I admit it if I'm embarrassed? I can't ride a bike, and I can't swim. I tried to ride a bike in Thailand, and I went into a bush. I'm really embarrassed to say that I can't swim because everyone's like, that's a life skill, what's wrong with you? The last time you cried, a couple days ago, actually. Not yesterday, the day before yesterday. Dream car. Oh, I really want a Mustang at some point in my life, but lately I've been really feeling the Jeep Sahara, and I'm seeing them all over the place. I feel like it's a sign that I should get it. Favorite hobby? Muay Thai. I do Muay Thai kickboxing. That's probably my favorite hobby. Love working up a sweat. Love beating up people. I'm kidding. We do it for fun, though. It's all in good faith. Worst date? Oh my gosh. We went to Jack Astor's. So basically, I was talking to this guy, met him through an app, and he would talk so much through text. He used to talk a lot. Conversation always kept going. We went on our first date. We went to Jack Astor's, and this guy said nothing. I felt like I was forcing conversation. Like I was trying so hard to keep the conversation going, and it was just not happening. He was just so quiet. I felt like he was completely uninterested. 3 freaking years later, he has the audacity to message me on WhatsApp, and he's just like, hey, like, how are you doing? Like, I want to see you again. Like, I really, really liked you, and I don't know why we stopped talking. You don't know why we stopped talking? Are you kidding me? Coffee order. I don't drink coffee, so that's not a thing. But I do like Starbucks, the strawberry acai, I think that's how you pronounce it, the lemonade. It's really, really good. That's like my go-to drink. The last time you went to the gym? Tuesday? It wasn't that long ago. I will be going back tomorrow, so. What's your zodiac sign? I'm an Aquarius. Yes. Ooh, pet peeve. I absolutely hate repeating myself. I hate having to say the same thing over and over and over again, especially to the same person. That's probably like the thing that irks my soul the most. If I tell you something and then 2 seconds later you're asking me the same question, then it's just no. So that is a wrap on the Things About Me video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you learned some things about me, funny things, annoying things, embarrassing things. I don't know, whatever you learned. But yes, hope you guys enjoyed this, and comment below also if you would like to see more of these like Q&A, I guess, kind of videos. And comment below if you have any questions for me, and I can put them together and maybe make another one for you guys soon. I would like that. I actually really enjoyed this one. So anyway, hope you guys have a great week. Happy February, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!